6 months. That's how long he was gone. No posts, no stories, no day one updates, no gym selfies, just silence. And when he showed up again, people didn't recognize him. Not because he looked different, because he was different. The way he didn't need to tell you what he'd been doing, because you could see it. But here's the thing. 6 months earlier, this was the guy who told everyone his plans, every single time, and never followed through. Not once. So what changed? Before those 6 months, he was the king of announcements. You know the type. Every Monday was a fresh start. Every January was the year. He'd post about it, tell his friends, "I'm locked in this time, for real." And he meant it, every time. It felt like progress, but it wasn't. It was a trick. Because when you announce a goal, your brain treats the announcement as the accomplishment. You get a hit of dopamine. You feel like you already did something, and that feeling steals the hunger you need to actually do the work. Sound familiar? The moment that changed everything wasn't dramatic. No rock bottom, no hospital bed. It was a Tuesday night at a friend's apartment. He was talking about the business he was going to start, the app, the brand, the thing. And his friend, the quiet one who never said much, just looked at him and said, "You've been saying this for 2 years, man. I don't think you actually want to do it. I think you just like talking about it." Nobody laughed. The silence was louder than anything anyone could have said. He drove home with the radio off. Just him and that sentence bouncing around his skull. That Wednesday morning, he did something he'd never done before. He woke up, and he didn't tell a single soul. No post, no text, no new chapter starts now. He just started. The first week was the hardest. Not the workouts, not the early mornings. The hardest part was not telling anyone. He'd finish a run, and his thumb would hover over the camera. But he didn't press it, and the silence was brutal. Nobody cheering him on. Just him, in a room, doing the thing, with zero audience. That's when he found out. The applause was never fuel. It was a sedative. Months passed. Nobody asked where he went, and that stung. But here's what he realized. Most people are too busy with their own lives to track yours. And that's not sad. That's freedom. Because once nobody was watching, he stopped performing. He started doing things that actually mattered. 5:30 a.m. every day. One book at a time. His project. Every single night. Not because he was inspired. Most nights he wasn't. But he sat down anyway. Month 5, he almost broke. Had the progress photo taken. Thumb on the share button. But he remembered what his friend said. And he put the phone face down on the table. Month 6. Here's what people saw when he came back. He'd lost 25 pounds. Not crash diet lost. Rebuilt. His clothes fit like they belonged to someone who gave a damn. His side project? Live. Real people using it. Small, but real. He'd built something while nobody was watching. But the biggest change wasn't the weight or the project. It was his voice. He spoke slower. He didn't interrupt. When someone asked what he'd been up to, he just smiled and said, "Working on some stuff." That's it. No speech. No monologue. And somehow, that was louder than anything he'd ever posted. Here's the science behind this. A researcher named Peter Gollwitzer found that when people announce their goals publicly, their brain registers the announcement as progress. The identity becomes real in your head before the work is done. So the drive to actually do it drops. Your brain can't tell the difference between talking about becoming something and actually becoming it. The words feel like action, but they're not. That's why the loudest people in the room are usually the ones who haven't done anything yet. So here's what I'll leave you with. You don't need to disappear for 6 months. You don't need to delete your accounts. That's not the point. The point is this. Next time you have a goal, try not telling anyone. Just once. Keep it between you and the work. Let the hunger stay alive instead of giving it away for free. Because the version of you that people won't recognize, that person is built alone, in the quiet, when nobody's watching. And the day someone says, "What happened?" you won't need to answer. They can see it.